Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I will be presenting to you my latest mod. This is of course a Yacht-Master inspired Seiko 5 Sport mod. This is the rose gold case, the ceramic Yacht-Master bezel and the fitted rubber strap, again with rose gold hardware. Now this watch is made by me. I essentially buy an SRPD76 that looks like this and modify it into this watch right here. Now I've done a previous video on a root beer mod which is almost the same as this, except that one has the root beer bezel. So actually what I decided to do, I've been meaning to try this one for a long time. The root beer is probably my most popular mod that people keep asking about. So I actually thought I'll build a watch up, I'll put this bezel on it, but then I can always swap it to this one as well. Now this watch is available for sale. If you're interested, you can contact me at Seikomodsdubai. Before you ask, I know a lot of you will be wondering what's the cost of something like this. Well, given that the base watch is a little harder to get and therefore more expensive, this mod is going to cost around $770 or so worldwide, or of course a bit less here in Dubai, closer to $700 here in Dubai if you're interested. Now this watch has got quite a few modified parts and that's what I'm wanting to share with you today. So compared to the base watch, I'll just remind you what that one looks like here. This has got a, well, we'll start with the dial. The dial is the same inside there. Zoom in a bit. We've got rose gold colored marker surrounds, rose gold Seiko logo and text on the dial. The versions I get have the Arabic day as well as the English day, so you can switch that. Of course, 4R36 movement inside. So I've kept the case as well, and the case back and the crown, which I'll show you. All of the parts are different though, starting with those hands. These are DLW Mercedes hands. They are very high quality, very good lume on there as well, and the color match is just perfect with this dial. So I think if you're going to make a watch like this, a model like this, you should really go for the rose gold dial. I know it's possible to get rose gold cases and put different dials in them and so on, but this is just a perfect match. Inside we've got the polished rose gold chapter ring. Again, all these parts are from dlwwatches.com, one of the best sources of parts in my opinion, really high quality there. So that's the rose gold chapter ring, and it's polished, so it does give a lot of reflection, but then again this watch has some presence. I don't think you can really wear this one and be a bit shy, so why not have that shiny chapter ring inside there as well, just to frame that dial and make it dance with the light a bit more. Now on top of all of that, we've got a double dome sapphire crystal. You can see that dome kind of matches the insert and the general shape of the watch. It doesn't appear as kind of outward and a bubble kind of look in person. It just feels like it fits well generally, but it definitely adds a bit of weight and heft to the watch and just feels a lot more better quality. I've gone for a clear coated crystal here. That is my preference at the moment. With these color schemes, you could see a bit of blue there, but that's just for this blue sky outside. It doesn't shine with any kind of blue effect, this one, although you can do that, but I feel like that should be reserved for watches with blue elements as well. Outside of that, we've got the bezel insert. Now this one isn't actually fully glued in. It's a little bit loose in there, so I'm just being careful with it. That is the Yacht-Master ceramic insert in black from DLW. That is the best place to get these inserts, because if you try other suppliers, you'll find that the colors aren't really black, it's more gray, or that you'll, especially if you get the silver color ones, they will actually appear more blue than silver. DLW are the most consistently good suppliers of these bezel inserts, and they've got a lot of different colors as well, and I'm confident to recommend any of them. The bezel itself is also different. This is the sub-style bezel. Again, a little more meaty and chunky than the standard Seiko 5 Sport bezel in rose gold, although that one is also, of course, very attractive. You'll notice that though these components are from, well, the case is original Seiko, the bezel is not, the color is almost identical. I can't honestly tell the difference there. So excellent matching there. And finally, we've got the strap. This is a DLW fitted rubber strap, really nice quality, sort of silicone material, nice and soft, supple, and most importantly, it just hugs those lugs beautifully. On the back, there is also a an unsigned plain brushed rose gold buckle there. And now I'm being deliberately careful with this because I know the bezel may pop out, but just let's hear that bezel action. So I've kept this one the standard 120 click, nice and defined, always high quality bezels. Now this one probably won't line up just perfectly because, as mentioned, that bezel insert isn't properly in at the moment, just to give people the option if they want a Yacht-Master or if they want a root beer. I'll just show you the movement quickly. So this one isn't a screw down crown, it's a standard Seiko push-pull crown. So you can wind this, pull it out all the way, the second stop. You can of course set your time. And on the first position, you can switch that date to English or Arabic, and of course select your day of the week and your dates in the other direction. All functions working perfectly as intended. And yeah, these are solid movements. I've never actually had any issue with any Seiko movement. In fact, since I've probably gone through about 100 or so of them lately, they are definitely high quality for the money. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think. I will show you a little wrist shot and a loom shot. But before I do that, let's just remind ourselves what the root beer looks like. And to do that, quite simply, we can drop the bezel insert out. It's quite interesting to see these bezel inserts on their own if you've not seen them before. Now I'm trying not to touch this one too much because it annoys me when they get the smudges on the matte parts. But that is your bezel insert, as you can see. I don't know if it'll show up very well. Here we go. It's got that conical sort of shape with a very thin little part, and you do get special adhesive rings to use inside the actual insert. And you've got to be careful. You should not be pressing the bezel itself on with this already in. So anytime you want to change it, you're gonna have to take the bezel off. This one fits really well, so that's the reason I've not glued it on just yet, in case I have someone interested in a root beer instead. Now that price is going to be about the same because it's essentially the same watch, plus the parts, of course. So here's the root beer insert. No issues with worrying about scratches on either of these because they are both ceramic, and we've got that crystal as well. So there's the root beer again. This is probably one of my favorite, almost successful mods, and people keep asking about this one. So I thought I'm definitely gonna make another, but why not try something different? So let me put the black insert back in, I'll do you a wrist shot, and then we'll close out the video. So here's the watch all loomed up on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. It is a 42.5mm case. It does wear about that, to be honest, maybe slightly smaller due to the lug length generally, but on these straps it definitely gives it more presence. And of course the mods, the taller crystal, the wider bezel definitely help improve or increase the presence. So there you go, guys. Lovely. This is definitely a premium looking watch. I know it's not cheap, and I know some of you will be thinking, why on earth would you spend $700 on a Seiko? But believe me, just see one in person and you'll know why. Also, if you're interested, of course, follow me on Instagram at Seikomodsdubai. You'll see various build processes. I'll answer your questions, and of course, you can order your own watch if you're interested, especially if you're in the UAE. I will be able to help you out. But there we go. That's our latest mod, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, help me out, and I'll see you next time.